You ever want a tool that's going to tell you right where to fish on the lake that you're on? It's going to really pinpoint right where to go. And there is such a tool, and that's called Smartstrike by Lakemaster for your Humminbird. And that's going to tell you right where to go, and we're going to tell you how to use it. Hey, welcome back everybody to the Bass Brews. I'm Bass, and today we're going to talk about something that I think I'm going to call the Bassin on a Budget series. So what this is really going to be about is I'm a firm believer that you don't really have to spend arm and a leg to have a really great time out on the water. So I'm going to talk about a couple things that I found that kind of add to the experience, but don't cost a whole lot. So what we're actually going to start out today is with the a new card that I just picked up for my Humminbird. So you're going to see, last year I just picked up a new Humminbird Helix, and so I'm really going to try and use that a lot this year. And so part of that is adding more of those maps into it. So what I did is pick up this, which is the Lakemaster series of maps for my state of Wisconsin. And this isn't just those maps, or there's a lot of different maps in there, all kinds of great contours and everything that it helps you out with. But this isn't just that, it's also the Smartstrike. So what that is it's another tool that they kind of add in there for a few lakes. Not every lake has it, but for those lakes that do, you can add in conditions, what type of fish you're actually looking for, and your Humminbird is actually going to help you find locations where fish might be. Now clearly it doesn't really know, but hey, it's another tool. It might show me places that I haven't thought of before, places that I wouldn't normally go. So it's going to help us get us to those spots and hopefully catch some fish. So that's kind of the first thing here, and why this is Bassin on a budget for me is because if you buy one of these brand new, it is probably $124 starting, but these Smartstrike ones are probably, I think, about $160 or more depending upon your state. And so what I did is I went on eBay and found a secondhand one. Now this is version 2, which is actually version 6 of the maps themselves, and currently they're at version 8. So it's about 2 versions behind, but to be honest, most of the lakes that I'm going to fish in are still on here that are on the 8 as well. So nothing really new for me personally. So going with one of these older ones wasn't any problem. They work great in my Humminbird as well, and this cost me about 1/3 of the price by buying it secondhand. So that's kind of a way you can get these kind of tools without spending the full price, and it's still going to help me, all over town while I'm fishing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go actually to my Humminbird here, and I'm going to show you how to activate this and kind of how it's going to work. All right, so here we are on my Humminbird Helix 7, and I've got that Smartstrike card put in. There's a little door here on the side. You can just pop this off, and it goes right in there. And as soon as you put it in, it's going to automatically load up the Lakemaster maps for you. So this is pretty much what we're looking at right here. Is it's that Lakemaster information. And so if we want to use that Smartstrike, we just got to come down here to the check mark. So we'll select that, and then Smartstrike pops up. We're going to go left, and then here's where we're going to start entering in some of that information as to what we want it to kind of tell us. So I've already got it set here to run on Delavan Lake. The way you would change that is come to select lake, and then you can select from its choices here. Again, not every Lakemaster lake is going to work on here. It's just the ones that they've done that higher level of research on. So we are going to just use that Delavan Lake that I have in there right now. It's just a little bit south of us. And then we're going to come over here, and this is where you add in all your information. So, target species, we're going to go with largemouth bass. It's springtime right now. Time of day is still going to be dawn, dusk, and night. It's kind of dusk right now. Weather, we got a choice between clear skies and hazy skies. I'd say it's hazy. Wind is either calm or windy. It would be calm. And then water, let's just say that it's clear. And then you come down here to execute search. Hit that right button, and now it does that search for us. And so you can see down here there's a little pink spot, and And so that's kind of the area where it's done its search. So we're gonna come down here to Delavan Lake and start zooming in and take a look at what these spots are. So as we can start getting in here, we can see more and more of these little pink spots. So these are gonna be the locations where it's gonna tell us that we should probably be fishing right now. So let's keep zooming in, and these spots are gonna change to give us even more information. So as we can see here, these spots have changed to these kind of pink globs. And so these large pads here, this is gonna be where we're gonna go and actually try to fish. So each one of these pink locations is what we're gonna try and check out. I mean, this thing's, you know, really accurate. There's probably, I don't know, I'd say probably 20, 40 feet maybe on some of these larger ones. I mean, this smaller one over here, that's maybe a 10, 20 foot, you know, area. So it really kind of tries to pinpoint this pretty well. And so this sounds like a really cool tool. I'm really excited to get out there and use it this year. I think it's gonna help us catch some fish, or at least be more confident in our locations. You know, it's hard to always know if there's fish down there, and you know, we can kind of guess at it. We can use a lot of the other tools within here, the side imaging and down imaging, but this kind of helps us just get there, get to some spaces and see what we can see on the rest of that imaging. So we're really excited to get out here and try it this year. And yeah, that's how you use the Smartstrike on the Helix 7. All right, so that there was just how to use that Smartstrike on the Helix 7. And yeah, I can't wait to get out there and use it. Thanks a lot for joining us. And we'll see you out on the water. And you know what we say, can't catch a fish, you can always catch a buzz. Bass and Brews.